So let me show you how to install TensorFlow into Anaconda. Uh, so you can start with searching for Anaconda. Let's wait for a while. The reason that I like Anaconda is that you can install application easily and you can install add-ins, add-ons or whatsoever you want to support your programming language easily. And you don't have to tweak or you don't have to actually configure your development environment, and you just select things that is which is already available here. So before you start with installing the TensorFlow 2.1 onto your computer, you have to check to see whether the Python is supported or not. So you start with the command line here. So here you can check for the Python version. See Python version. As you can see here, the Python version is 3.7. So Anaconda supports installing the TensorFlow into the Python 3.7, at least for the current version. And in case you want to install for Python 3.8, Anaconda is actually not supporting at the moment. So let's see how it goes. So you can see from here that there are several types on the left pane. You see home, you see environments, learning, and so on. So in the learning here, you can see there are a lot of things that you can actually looking on, and they support a lot of things here. Basically, whenever you want you install Anaconda, you don't really have to manually search for the add-ons for the Python programming language. So let's go directly to what we are looking for at the moment. Here you can go to the environments, you select uninstall or select all, and here if whatever you want to install here you can search for it. For example, I want to install TensorFlow, and you can see from here that we have the TensorFlow. We have the TensorFlow based. In case you want to minimize the installation, you can select TensorFlow based. But here I want to install the complete package, TensorFlow 2.0, sorry 2.1, and you can select for TensorFlow-gpu. So these are the two things that you need to actually select, uh, so that you can use the TensorFlow into your computer. Uh, so you click apply here, and it's going to check for the environments to see whatever is needed and whether the current system can support installation of the TensorFlow or not. Currently, I'm using the MSI Steel Series laptop. So for this MSI one, I have my computer has a Core i7 8th generation. I think it's more than enough to run the TensorFlow application. And my graphic card is actually NVIDIA 1050. So it actually supports installation of the TensorFlow 2.1. So let's wait for it. So you can see here the TensorFlow, there are links, select, and so on. So all these things will be installed, and you can click apply. It's gonna take some time for it to for the system to install. So just wait for it. It's downloading the QDNN 7.65. Then it's downloading the TensorFlow base 1.14. Then there's some CUDA toolkit for supporting the CUDA GPU programming or GPU utilization with the TensorFlow. This is what I really like about Anaconda. As you know, if you install yourself, it's gonna take a lot of time, and there are plenty of things that you have to configure yourself. Sometimes you may need to tweak a little bit to let your program run or your computer runs the installation system. So with Anaconda, it's very easy, and you can select whatever you want, whatever is supported by the system. The system will itself install for you. That's it. You don't have to think too much. Alright, I think the system has been installing TensorFlow, and you can check from here whatever install is already displayed here. Alright, TensorFlow. Now you want to see whether the TensorFlow is available. You can go to Jupyter Notebook, launch it. Then you go to desktop. You can choose word embeddings. This one I downloaded from TensorFlow website, and come to here, you install. You can run whether the TensorFlow is already available or not. Run. You see, you can use TensorFlow here. Okay, you can run it. Then you can run. Oh, TensorFlow dataset is not installed yet. So now you go to environment again. You install TensorFlow dataset. Here, dataset is not installed. Now you can install it. Apply. It's downloading the dataset, which is already a package for TensorFlow, and you can use it. Things are very easy with Anaconda. You don't have to think too much here. Alright, you go back to here, you check whether TensorFlow is can run. Okay, alright, it can run. Then run this, run this. Okay, here numpy is tensor doesn't has the attribute numpy. Basically, you can install the numpy into your system. Tensor shape you have, and you can run the training. You can run the encoding. So basically, TensorFlow has been installed here already, and you can see the version is 1.14. Let's see why is 1.14. Display TensorFlow version. You can go to C and display the TensorFlow version. Alright. Import TensorFlow. You put the f.version, then you can see it. So you go back to here. You check which version you are using. New things. Import TensorFlow SDF. Now we are waiting to see the TensorFlow version. So it shows the warning that the TensorFlow contribute module will not be included in the TensorFlow 2.0. So I think the current version of the TensorFlow is not 2 point something. So you go to here. I'm not really sure why TensorFlow is displayed as 1.14, not 2.0. Alright, you can see here is 2.1 already. The TensorFlow 2.1. TensorFlow-gpu. Supposed to be 2.1 as well. You can see GPU is 2.1. So basically the current version of TensorFlow is 2.1, not 1.14, as shown earlier. Alright, let's come back to here. You can actually hard everything, interrupt kernel, then you import again. TensorFlow. Let's refresh the page. Let's close it. I have to think. Go to Jupyter Notebook. Oh, sorry, that you have to reinstall the Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook has been installed. So you can see from here. So I think when you change the Python version, you actually have to reinstall all the application here. Alright, so I just run Jupyter Notebook first. Word embeddings. Okay, see how it goes. Run. Run. TensorFlow dataset was not installed. Okay, never mind. You see the TensorFlow version first. And the TF module has no attribute version. TensorFlow 2.1 display version. TF.version, it doesn't show. Okay, we change to version. You can see the TensorFlow version is version 2. You can see version 2 from here. Alright. So this one you have to install the TensorFlow dataset into the system. And just go to environment, TensorFlow, TensorFlow dataset to apply. Apply. Okay, TensorFlow base. Okay. After installation, you can try to run this one again. Got it? You can run it. Alright. So basically, you have installed TensorFlow 2.1 on your system with Anaconda support. So as you can see from the installation process, it was very easy to install something which is related to TensorFlow. And when you see in the base root, the TensorFlow version is 1.14. However, when you see the TF here, the version is different, which is 2.1. So that's the key differences between the base, the TensorFlow and TensorFlow-gpu. Alright. And when you use for TensorFlow here or TensorFlow-gpu, you have to install the TensorFlow dataset in order to run these few commands provided by word embeddings from TensorFlow website. Word embeddings example from TensorFlow website. For TensorFlow using GPU, in case you want to use for the metadata, you can install it as well. So it may take some time if you want to install. Apply. When you install this one, you can use TensorFlow-gpu. Okay, that's it. I hope that this video can help you to install the TensorFlow into Anaconda easily, and you can run a Jupyter notebook with TensorFlow, and it probably save you some time while searching for solutions from the internet. Thank you very much.